delivering a message. What you're doing here, delivering a message. And here's the calamities and all the tornadoes and earthquakes happening, which is also predicted in the hadith. Assalamu alaikum guys. So as you know that since past week it's been a trend on Twitter for Dajjal, and it's basically a Netflix series that had a trailer, so it's been trending all over internet and all over YouTube, but I received quite several of dislikes. So today I'm just gonna review that video or the trailer and specifically go through it all, through all the scenes which is in the trailer. So let's jump through the video. So okay, it starts off whereby people are walking, and if you know that during the time that the Dajjal comes out, there will be a starvation, and people will be, there won't be food, and all the food supplies will be run out.
He's come out of nowhere and we don't know who he is.
You see the point? He's come out of nowhere and we don't know who he is. Okay,
What do we know about him?
and here I would like to see that show that, you see, they are trying to zoom out the capital, though in Washington DC. It's actually one of the significant point here is that actually it's nothing related that the Dajjal will be in like politics or it's a politician, no, but it will be involved in politics. I don't know how is it associated with, but there's information coming like that also.
He's leading desperate people. So this is a cult?
And okay, so here it's another scene whereby they're showing Masjid al-Aqsa, the Dome of Rock, and if you see it very closely, it's
We don't know who he's associated with.
he is passing by, and actually if you know that Masjid al-Aqsa is actually only Muslims allowed there to enter, so they're trying to actually portray that the Dajjal will come among the Muslims, which is, again, it's a false flag. I don't know what they're trying to actually illustrate here, but this is just my opinion. We're just trying to confuse people and misguide them.
Be creating an army.
Creating an army is quite actually maybe valid point.
Or he could be leading them to their death.
Oh, okay. So here are they're trying to show that they look like Muslim people, maybe somewhere like from Middle East. That scene whereby they're holding the weapon up. And here's one more point. If you have noticed that they're trying to illustrate the actor as he is like brown color. Maybe he's from like looking Arabian or Middle Eastern, which is which, as of hadith, I know that actually the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to mention that the Dajjal will be actually having the ginger hair look alike. And actually if you see he's not blind in one eye, and there's no like written kafir on top of his forehead, etc. But only the true believers will be seeing, as we all know. So here they're trying to show that he's like all good, and he has no any feature that is of a blind eye or so. Maybe he will be losing his eye. I'm not sure about what's gonna happen in the middle of the series.
What are you doing in Syria? Delivering a message.
Delivering a message. What you're doing here, delivering a message. And here's the calamities and all the tornadoes and earthquakes happening, which is also predicted in the hadith. Actually, many actually people who saw this, they were like, yeah, we are Muslims, we know it. This is what have been described to us.
A message from my father.
And you see here he says, message from who? My father. Who he will be associated with. He says, a message, I'm delivering a message from my father. So he basically, he's just saying that, the false god.
And where's your father?
We've lost him.
What do you mean? He just disappears.
And you see here one more point. They tried to capture him but then they say he disappears. And if you know that another hadith that says that Dajjal will be in other locations at the same time, so maybe he will be traveling to different locations at the same time, and we don't know and people will be like, some of the people will be worshiping him like God. So he disappears, and there's a lot of calamities.
Witnessed a miracle. He saved my daughter's life.
Oh, you see here, he said, one of the brand says in the TV, he saved my daughter's life. Basically, he will giving that false miracles and false hopes to people to be believing him and to be following him.
You need to see this.
And you see, still the social medias are so active and working there. Means he will go viral, he will go boom, and everyone will know him. Everyone will be talking about him. And with the power of the social media, the message will be spreading like water or like, I don't know, fire.
For as long as you can. He didn't just click his heels and end up here. He clearly had help. You get around.
You see, there has, how do you get around? Syria, Israel, Texas. So basically, he's in several places and locations.
Totally.
And what is that work?
And here is one important shot that actually you see that Muslims, and I mean they're illustrated here as Muslims coming and seeking help from him or asking him something. And this is what Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, I fear one day that Muslims will be also one of their followers. I mean, I don't know how to quote directly this, but Muslims will, he feared that day that Muslims will be following him.
God's work. Who do you think he is?
You didn't see what I saw.
And if I did, would I be calling him the second coming?
How far will this new movement spread?
And you see, he said, will it convert you? So, or and then con you. So basically, it gives you an option: is he a con master, or he will convert you to something? That's a very important illustration here. Like they are making that animation there. And if you see that there is one more scene here.
I'm going to find out everything about you.
That there is actually no match on his face detection. Means he came out of nowhere. There is no data, there is no DNA available for him, or etc. He's not non-human like. They're trying to illustrate it. And there is another scene that says false god, which by we know that he's a false god. So basically
This is bigger than what you can imagine.
oh, and look at that and look at the logo, Messiah. They put all the letters except for the A, and it looks like a pyramid. So is it like Illuminati? So it'll be airing on January the 1st, and let me just see who is playing the cast. I mean, none of the actually actors are very familiar to me. So Messiah cast. Would it be? Oh, I don't know if you guys actually went through the casts of the people who is playing in the series, but actually the person who is playing the role of Masih, his name is Mahdi, and I mean his real name is Mahdi Dahbi. And let's just think for a while. What are they trying? I mean, what is that message that they're trying to say, that he will come out? First, they're trying to illustrate that it's like coming out from the Muslim tribe, and there is another one actor called Hamza. But this time it's written Mahdi. So wow, and then there's an actor even. Said Al-Alami, he's playing as Jibril. Okay, so basically there is Al-Messiah, there's Hamza, there's Jibril, and let's just run through their names. And most of their names is like and there is another character, very interesting character. The name of the person they put as the one that is a CIA agent is Eva Geller. You see, it's Eva also can be stated as Eve. You know, wow, they're using actually many of the religious and Quranic descriptions of the names and biblical all those analogies. So with all those actors, you see here, when I saw the actors full list actually in IMDb, the cast, the person who plays the Al-Masih, the main character, his name is Mahdi Dahbi. Now think this for a while, why they have chosen an actor that matches the name Mahdi? I mean, what are they trying to illustrate? That is it that the false message, or will be coming, actually the Messiah will be Mahdi? I mean, you need to actually really pay attention on this, because actually they are using a lot of even the the CIA agent. Her name is Eva Geller, but she's playing as, her real name is Michelle, but there is another character called Hamza and Jibril, you know, that have to have some sort of connections. So what do you guys think about this trend going on? And some people actually start to boycott Netflix on the fear of the discrimination and using that religious info to misguide people. So comment down below what is actually Hollywood is trying to prepare us for, and what's your opinion? Do you want to have more videos like that on reviews? Keep thumbs up, please subscribe to our channel.